Hello everyone, thanks to my YouTube video. This is Dr. Song. Today I'd like to resume what we studied until now regarding the descriptive statistics. So from the next session, we will see the four different analyses from the chi-square and t-test and the correlation and the regression. So before proceeding with the analysis, we have to resume what we learned the important part of the descriptive statistics. So I will show you what key facts you have to remember. So I will start by the APA tables. So we have to make those tables when you submit your report in the quantitative research method courses. So this key fact of the APA tables will be very useful. So when you provide your table about your continuous variables is the left side, and your categorical variables is the right side. So you can see that they have a very different characteristics of the tables. And the left part regarding the continuous variables, you have to provide the number of the your participants, and then also the average of the what according to the variables, what is the average scores, and the standard deviation of that variable, and then the minimum and the maximum. So that becomes the range, and then the skewness and the corpuses. So skewness is regarding the normality. So if your data is normally distributed or not, skewness, and then the corpuses. So skewness is about how much they are skewed from the normal bell curve. And also corpuses, also the bell curve is too much high or too much flat. So those things are very much related to the outliers. So it's a very important information you provide in your table of the continuous variables. In the right side, that is very different from the left side. So about the categorical variables, you don't have to provide all those components, only the how many people responded about their category. And then also you can convert that as the percentage. So percentage, you know how to get the total number in the bottom, and then your number of the here that is in the upper side, and then the multiply by 100. So you will get those percentage. So when you have this information, you can see that APA table, they don't have the column, the left and the right, and also inside of the table, they don't have the column line. So only the horizontal lines you will consider, and then all these contraction will be the what is that? Is a capital letter in the beginning, and then also you will provide the numbers with the two decimal points. So that is a requirement of your APA style. So two decimal points. And then you have also the option of the notes here. If you need, you can write this one. So look at the table, the form well, because the form is very important in APA tables when you provide. So that this is the way how you write the table, and then number 1, 2, 3, and then how you write your title of the table, and then how the letters are written, and etc. So this is your the how can I say the standard form of the APA table. In the right side, the categorical variable is the same. You don't have the column line; it's only the horizontal line. And then you can see the n is here is like a small n. It's not a capital N. And then also you don't need to provide the two decimal points in the percentage, just the clear cut without any decimal points. So these are the form of the AP tables. And then to get those tables, you need some information from the UR SPSS. So how you obtain for instance, this information of all these things you can obtain from the Explorer option in the SPSS. So these are the results in the UR output. You can obtain those things when you command the Explorer. Explorer is basically to get the information about your continuous variables according to their mean, so the average and the median also, if you need. And then also the variance standard deviation, in fact they are the same thing, so you need only standard deviation. Minimum maximum, you saw that is in the table. And the range means that is between the minimum and maximum. You don't have to provide this. And then you have the skewness and then the kurtosis. So you can provide your these numbers here, statistics. So that is needed for your table. So let's see about this demonstration, how you obtain the Explorer, how you use the Explorer option to obtain such a descriptive. So I will show you the with the one. Let me just change the screen a bit this way, and then let's see how you can use your um, SPSS. Okay, so you can go to the here in this data you have this is a data view, but it's a variable view. You have those variables, and then here in fact the measures here. This is in fact the important information before proceeding with any analysis. But sometimes these are not well arranged. For instance, the gender is a nominal variable, that is fine, and the age is a scale variable, is a continuous variable, and then marital status, that is also nominal, and then the children numbers, that is also the scale because it's a continuous variable, etc. So you will see the characteristic of your variable, and then put that in order about the measures. So when you click this part, you will see scale, ordinal, and the nominal. So if that is a continuous variable scale, any interval ratio, both of them, and the ordinal, that is the characteristic of your variable, it can be ordered. You can say the ordinal, and the nominal is without any order, just the categories, and then that is nominal. So it's good to put the proper sign here. And then you see values. Here you should put what that means in the number. So if you click this one, 0 means the male and the 1 means the female. So that you need to specify what the value means, because SPSS doesn't understand the human languages. So you have to convert them into the number. So that is the value part, and then some of them they didn't change, and then we will see if what is needed. Anyway, we start this exercise. So let's choose the one continuous variable first. So that will be let's say the age here. That is the age of the participants. Analyze, and then descriptive statistics, and then you go to the Explorer, and then you will put in the dependent list your age. Okay, and then you go to the statistics. You go to the statistics, and then you will see here the descriptive. Normally you don't, this is the default arrangement, so you don't have to change. If you need here, you need a 90% or 99%, it depends, but normally 95% is a default. So you can put that, and then you can put outliers, but it's not like necessary. It's not like imperative. You can just leave like that, continue. And the plot, this part is quite important. You can put that instead of stem and leaf, histogram, and then the normality plot with the test. This is important. They will provide the KS test result and also the another normality plot test. Normally, you will choose which one is the more generous one, because the KS test, for instance, is a very rigorous test. So it's very difficult to get the data is normally distributed by the KS test. So you will choose maybe another option that is a more generous one. And then you can do continue. And then that's it. You can do OK. And then in your output, you will see the descriptive statistics. So here you can see that age variable, total number participants was 215. And then you can see here the statistic of each component. So the average was the 35.93. So you can say about the 36, that is the average age. And then you can see the median is 34. This means that in fact your mean is higher than the median. That means that maybe there are more people, they had older age. So your median shows in fact the more correct the demographic of your participants. So 34, we consider that is the middle part of the participant age. And then standard deviation, minimum, maximum. Minimum was 22 years old, and the maximum was 62. And then you have the skewness, kurtosis, etc. And then let's see the more information about test of normality. So I said that there will be the KS test and also Shapiro-Wilk. There is another option, and this one is a more generous one. So when significance is less than 0.05, that means that the data is not normally distributed. So be careful about the interpretation. That should not be significant to have the normality. So it's really like a bit confusing when you think about the p value, but about the normality test, we want to obtain the greater than 0.05. That means that the data is normally distributed, and that is a good news. And you see also Shapiro-Wilk, that is a more generous one, but even that is showing that the test is significant means that the normality was not assumed. So let's see what happens. Yeah, you can see here when you double click, you can draw the line of the normally distributed or not. So that you can see that that is skewed, like the age is not normally distributed. So you can see, yeah. So this is a bit skewed, like positively skewed means that the young age they are more in this part, in the left part. That's why that is positively skewed because they have the more younger age. If that is skewed the right side, and then you can go to the negatively skewed, that means that there is a more age, they are older people. So that means that. And then you can see that they are a bit, this part is not on the line, QQ plot and the PP plot. However, there is no outliers here, no serious outliers. So that is a good sign. So in fact, this is the how you can do a command of the Explorer option to find the your components to put the the like this one here, like in the APA table. You can put those components here from the you obtained from the your Explorer table. Okay, so that is the what is showing what we saw from the SPSS. Okay, now let's see the briefly about the steps to make the data ready for analysis. So you first determine the descriptive tables, as I showed you, frequency tables, and then you compute the variables, and then this one is when you need, you can, it's not in the all the time. First, reverse the order. This means that your survey questions, when they are constructed in the positive way, all questions, you can answer in the same order. So you don't have to reverse the order. However, if your survey questions are negatively or positively constructed in the two combinated order, in that case, you have to reverse the order to make them in the same construction. For instance, um, when somebody say that how can you put your answer according to the your how can I say that impression impression about your friendship, and then you are saying that my friends are very useful and then friendly, and they are very helpful, etc. You put the 5 because your friends are very helpful and then they are very friendly. And then the next question will be, I don't meet too much my friends. And then you cannot say the 5, you can say the maybe 1 because you showed that your friends were very close to you. So your question in the first question was the constructed in the positive way, but the second question was constructed in the negative way. In that case, you should reverse the order to make your answers in the same on the same page. If not, your result will be skewed. So that means that. So I will continue next time because today we don't have too much time in the 15 minutes. So I will continue from the next one. What is the meaning of the change the type of variable when using the compute variables in the SPS option? Thank you so much, and then see you next time.